welcome to Stretch and Relax. And so what I would like to do here today is move into a combination that I want to call movement into the hips and the heart. So basically stretches and movements that will stretch into our hips and into our upper body. And so this sequence is a little shorter, and it does emphasize movement a little more. You can hold any stretch at any time that you want to. So, and Maisie's here with me, so I'm just trying to peacefully get her to stay, I hope. So what I have is a scarf. I really want to use the scarf. You'll find it pretty awesome. So you want some sort of strap with you. And just comfort, okay, because you'll be on your knees a little bit. I have the pillow right now. I'm going to move it aside in a moment. But I will be seated at one point, and so I'll use my pillow there. Alright, so right now I'm going to shift it aside. And the scarf is not needed immediately. So, ready to go? We're going to move to hands and knees. So, definitely the spine movement too. When you're thinking about opening the heart and moving into the hips, you got to move the spine. So we're starting there, starting in that important place. And so what I want you to feel in this movement of the spine is that you're using your hands on the ground, okay? And so you're trying your best to use your fingers and hands to pull your chest through. And then you press your hands forward and it curls your spine up. You want to see if you can find that little traction of movement in your hands. Inhale and exhale. So moving your spine from bottom to top, feel that full, beautiful movement of the spine. And I want you to notice that you can move your feet too. So I'm flexing my toes and then pointing them as I relax down. Just an extra option if you like. I had a teacher do that once and I really like that idea. Inhaling and exhaling. Check that your elbows are slightly bent. Into an active child's pose. It could be a relaxed one too. If you just need that right now, you go for it. So you can rock your hips a little bit side to side, bow your head through, extend long through your spine, and deep into your hips. If your wrists need a little release, you could turn the palms up and wiggle the fingers for a moment. And then coming on up, you're going to come into seated, into butterfly. And I want to move our spine there a little bit. And so the spine movement is connecting. It's connecting up into the shoulders and down into your hips. Good. So bring the feet together. Feet are further out. So holding on to your ankles, you're going to use that. Pull yourself up as tall as you can. Inhale, exhale, reach forward. So now inhale again, straight. And exhale, tuck and curl back. So inhaling up, exhale, reach it forward. So play with that one with me. Inhale, tall, exhale, I curl right through here, strong, and tuck the hips back. Inhale, lifting. Open chest, open heart. Exhale it forward. So inhale, exhale. So now lifting it up, I'm going to bring it forward one more time. Right there, as far as you want to go. Okay, it might be lower, it might be more lifted. It's all beautiful, it's all good. It's your movement within your body. And so I have 4 songs that are similar to this kind of beat, this sound, but they all have a cool name to them that I'm kind of utilizing a little bit. How beautiful. And so this one's called The Creative Pulse of Life. I like that. So I'm going to tell you the names of each song just for fun. So set your feet out. We're just going to finish up this song with a few windshield wipers. the second song, this next song is called Movement Meditation. We're going to come to our back and use the scarf. And I want to show you something that's just slightly different. So if you watch me for one moment and then lay down, I can show you what I'm thinking, okay? So the scarf is going to hook on. I'll just show this quick so you can see and then join me. You hook it on, okay? And the movement's going to be like this, where you're trying to open up like a figure four, like that and then. All right, so come on down and join me. Here, let me do it again in case you didn't quite get it. You're opening it, but also you're really freestyling it, okay? So lay on down, you hook that strap on. The other leg could be bent or straight. But anyway, you start using that scarf or whatever you have, or your hand, whatever helps, and moving your leg and opening your hip any way that you want to, okay? It could rock, it could move slowly up and down, breathing into that. So this is something that I do on my own that I haven't really thought to teach you guys. Just kind of, I use a scarf and just kind of move into that space, and I love this. Okay, so the next idea is to then put the leg a little straighter, and I'm going to have the knee slightly bent for me. This leg could be extended long, but it doesn't have to be. I'm going to open it out into the inner thigh. Eyesight is up. So you could hold it, or you could practice the movement with me, either way. Okay, so the movement I'm going to do is I'm going to lift it back up slowly, and then open it back out. See my hand on this hip here? I'm kind of pretending like I'm holding that hip in place. It actually helps me out. You can check that out. And I'm going to see how it feels to take the other leg long now. One more time. Okay. So now switching hands, I'm going to bring it across my body for a moment and feel the outer line and bend and straighten in that leg. Deep breath there. All right, so checking inwards. Is this enough for you? Do you need more? I'm going to switch sides. So rehooking the foot to the second side. Taking a hold of that scarf and just beginning to open up and move your leg, hip around any way that you want. Deep breath as you go, using your hands if it helps. Well, this hand obviously on the scarf is somewhat needed, but I meant this other one. Smoothing out your breath, just kind of getting on into your hip, moving it here and there. Really, this whole combination that I'm teaching today can be freestyle. It can be changed up. You can make it yours more and more. So practice it like a million times with me. All right, I'm going to bend the knee slightly and open it out into the inner thigh, and then back up. Ooh, remember, you can hold that if you want. Let me bring it out and hold it for a moment. Your other leg can stay bent or go straight and long. Or you can move it. All right, so now I'm taking it up. The last one is to bring it across, and I do a little bend and straighten here. And what I'm feeling is into this outer line. Nice. So you're just kind of wrapping this song up. And we're going to make our way up to seated. So roll your way up. So now you're setting up a seated posture. So I would like to have my pillow. And we're going to use the scarf at one point too. So I'm going to grab, and you're going to sit tall. Set your legs up in any way that feels best for you for tall posture. And we'll get into the upper body. This is going to open the heart a bit. So this song is Vitality and Joy. So opening our heart with joy, okay? How about that? So familiar moves, but I'm going to try and switch them up just a little bit. So reaching back, wiggling your fingers, opening your heart. Let's circle back 2 times. And now reach for the sky, reaching up. Inhale. And exhale. So now bring your fingers to your shoulders like this. And draw your elbows in, open your back, and and circle your elbows around. Inhale and exhale, draw them towards each other. Inhale and exhale. Now open the heart in our normal way, reaching the fingers like this. Inhale and exhale, press. One more there. Take a moment, relax the shoulders, maybe move through the neck. And we're going to move into the side bend on each side. So taking it over, move the fingers a little bit. I'm going to feel a little bit of lift and then reach over. And if you feel more flexible in this one, you're welcome to go lower. Okay, my lower back would not be happy with me if I did that, so I respect that in my body. So then I bring my hand behind my head, I draw the elbow back, and I'm going to slowly come out of the stretch this way. Cool, switching sides, staying here for a little bit, breathing into that, and do a little lift and reach. And so you see, you can turn this whole thing into your own little combination. Kind of take my ideas and make it yours. Good, I'm going to bring the hand behind the head, draw the elbow back, lengthen, and slowly come out like that. And so now that it's more awake, alive, we can grab our scarf. And we're going to practice the up and over. And so what you do is just kind of test it out at first. You take your hands pretty wide, you bring it up, and you go back with straight elbows, and you're testing out where your hands should go. So you can come back and feel a stretch, but not too much and not too little. It depends on what your shoulders need. You want to do it together? It's up to you. I'm bringing it forward now. I'm going to inhale up, exhale it back. Inhale up, exhale it forward. One more time, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, you get the idea. All right, the last one is to bring the scarf behind you, holding it two sides like that, and you're gonna roll the shoulders back and down. Okay. And then lifting your arms up. I know you can't see them, but what you're doing is just lifting up into it, opening your chest, heart, and then release. One more time. Inhale. And release. Cool. All right, we can set that aside. We don't need that anymore. We're moving into the last song, and this one is called Passion and Compassion in the Heart. Let me say that again. Passion and compassion in the heart. All right, so I don't need the pillow. I'm going to go into a figure four and a twist. And so I'm going to do it seated, but for sure you can take this one to your back and even do the twist on your back. So you can decide as you go, or you can change it up next time, whatever you need. So, and you got your scarf too if you want to do the figure four with the scarf. I talk too much, I'm sorry. Nice deep breath, opening up your figure four. And so here I'm going to use movement. I'm going to use big movement because I love it. Another movement I like is to lift and move my hips around like this. And sometimes I like to feel the movement of the ankle. So with the hands back, with the seated, you can open your chest, shoulders, and open the hips at the same time. So I'm going into the twist. You can stay facing me if you're seated, but I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. So I'm reaching the bottom leg out. The leg could stay over the top, but I'm going to start with it next to. So the movement's like this. I'm going to fall back and gently twist, and then come out of it. We're just doing this one or two times. Fall back and twist. Now you've done my twisting video, I hope, so you can decide what kind of twist you want. The foot could be next to, over, lifted hand, maybe the elbow. Finding your perfect twist, lifting up into it. You're so proud of it. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, turn and look to the back. And then one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Unhook, unwind, perfect. And then you switch to the have my foot next to, not in close, I'm actually going to take it down like that. And the movement, I'm going to reach back, and the arm is going to come back, and release. Back, and release. Nice. Now moving into your twist of your choice. The foot does not have to hop over. It can be hand instead of elbow. Lifted, proud. Wiggle the fingers a little bit. Inhale, look to the front shoulder. Exhale, look to the back. And then one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Perfect. Release and wind. And I have one more tiny piece. I wanted to round things out. Your legs can be butterfly or crossed. And we'll roll through our neck just a couple times. Maybe 4 or 5 actually. Relax your hands into your lap. Let your head hang down. Bow down to your heart. Breathe into that space. Inhale, roll up. Feel your shoulders lift. Exhale, roll it down. Notice the curl of your shoulders. Continue with that to each side. Just relax into it. If you discover something, some tightness here in your neck, I would say continue with this one after the video is done. Finish off my last roll. Head comes down and I lift up to the other side for a moment. And yes, whenever I do neck rolls, I'm always reminded that I should do these more. Much more. Bring my head up. Da-da-da. I am hoping this short little video sequence is one that you will do more than once, 2, 3, 4 times. That's my dream. And that you can kind of make it yours. You can end up not needing the video and create your own combination, creative heart combination out of this. So anyway, thank you so much for sharing that with me. I'll see you next time.